Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers. Let me give a special shout out to Casey Davis. Casey Davis, you are so appreciated. Thank you, Ralph. Hi, gorgeous community. Hey, you are appreciated. Shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. Once again, deep divers, we got a action-packed show. Let me just tell you what the title is of this live stream. 2024, the time has come. What can we expect? We got a lot to talk about. Once again, shout out to everyone who's been getting the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook, and the Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes at ralphsmart.com/thebook, and the Good Ass Prana shirts, ralphsmart.com/clothes, spreadshirt.com if you're in America. Deep divers, like I say, this is not my show, it's your show. You got a question? Let me know. So we're about to start the show, deep divers. We're early. And we're going to raise the frequency. Because we got to raise the frequency. Right? So, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Heart starts beating out my chest. Breath strains in and out. Fought this feeling long enough. Can't escape you now. Just a word, just a glimpse. I'm a soul in eclipse overtaking. My defense is for you, the altar call for my saving. Ooh, take me higher. Higher. Take me higher. Take me higher than I have reached in heaven before. Take me higher. Take me higher. You'll be lost in the clouds where the angels have found we were soar. Going higher, higher, higher. Going higher.
You are now in the mix.
#1 DJ worldwide.
I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
many beautiful deep divers here. Oh yeah, shout out to all of you wonderful, wonderful deep divers. How'd you like me now? We got the whole DJ setup going on. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers. I hope your day is going good. And like I say, this is not my show. It's your show. Shout out to everyone who's in the chat, deep divers. So let's talk about it. Let's really get into it. And like I say, if you've got a question, if you want it to be featured, let me know. Hit that super chat, hit that tip page, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about this topic, deep divers. 2024, the time has come. What can we expect? Let's talk about it, right? So much has been happening. So much has been going on. And we've got to remind ourselves right now, we're in a very powerful time because we're entering a whole new year. It's already begun. And, you know, this is really a time to kind of leave everything behind that you want to leave behind and move forward. Can we do that? We can do that. That's fantastic. So what have we got right now? What have we got right now? When we remind ourselves every single day that we want to be ready for what's coming. We want to be prepared for what's coming. We want to remind ourselves that we want to put as much good energy as possible into 2024 to make it happen for ourselves, to manifest anything and everything we want. Shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. Deep divers of planet Earth. People are like, Ralph, you're going to go live? Are you going to go live? Of course. That's what we do. That's what we do, deep divers. So 2024, the time has come. What can we expect? This is a powerful quote, deep divers, which I want to read to you, right? 2024 is the year to manifest anything. I am already claiming 2024 as a great year, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. I know great things are coming my way. Life is about to get so good. Things are going to turn out and get better. All blocks, lack, and limitations will be removed. Everything is going to start to accelerate for you, right? We've got to remind ourselves to focus on that as much as possible. Focus on the world that you want in 2024. Focus on it happening for you. Focus on limitations going away, because that's what we're here to do. You know, a lot of people kind of have a doomsday scenario in their mind about what the world is going to turn into. Not me. You know, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get brighter. And more great things are going to happen in 2024. That's the energy we're putting out there. That's the energy everyone should be putting out there. Let me read you this, deep divers. It may not come when you want, but trust it will come. Trust that it will be the right time, because our universe is always on time. It's an always on time universe. Everything takes time. Don't hurry yourself. When things are not coming together the way you want them to, don't lose hope. Trust the process. Your time will come. This is powerful. When I read that, I got goosebumps. And right now we have to really trust as much as we can. How you feeling today, deep diver? Shout out to everyone who's here. I said, wait a second. Let me do a little live show, because so much is going on in the world. And we have to always be the ones to spread as much good energy as possible. It's a full moon. Can you feel the full moon energy, deep divers? Can you feel the full moon energy? The cat down the road can feel the full moon energy. And I always go live when it's a full moon because the energy is so high. So what do we have to know on this full moon? Let's read it. The full moon will be the sign of Cancer. The full moon is in the sign of Cancer, which suggests a significant energetic release before the year's end, letting go of the emotional baggage we've been carrying since the beginning of 2023 will be helpful. And discharging that energy will allow us to enter the new year on a positive and robust note. The full moon will make us feel lighter. We can move forward with plans and our hearts will be more open, right? So we got to remind ourselves of that right now it's about really letting go of so much heavy energy. The grudges that you have, the beefs that you have, the doubts that you have, we got to let it all go. We got to leave it behind in this year to move forward to the next one. And, a lot is going on, deep divers. A lot is happening in the world. And we have to really remind ourselves every single day, absolutely highest truth, focus on the life you want. What kind of energy are you putting out there? What kind of energy are you putting out there? That's the same energy that's going to come back to you. And also, we have to remind ourselves we're in a time right now where things are speeding up. We're in a time right now as well where you want to remind yourself what you're doing is not in vain. What I'm doing is not in vain because I'm reaching people. And right now, as we move to 2024 and beyond, we want to remind ourselves as we move through this new year to be in our purpose. We want to remind ourselves to manifest. We want to remind ourselves we can just be ourselves and still make it happen. This is key. This is fundamental. Right? Shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. Once again, deep divers, 2024, what can we expect? What's been on your mind? Like I always tell you, we want to remind ourselves in 2024, gratitude must be key. It must be at the forefront of our lives every single day. That's what I'm doing. Because if you're someone who is not grateful, it's going to be hard to move forward. It's going to be very hard to move forward. I got to thank the odd ones out who supported my channel back in the day. Gratitude. So like I say, deep divers, I do these shows not just for myself, but because I want to hear from you. So if you've got something to say, if you've got a question, hit that super chat, hit that tip page. We can talk about it. Because like I always say, the inorganic ones always get support. And this is the reason why I'll always be posting daily videos. But if you want the live streams, you're going to have to support the show. You're going to have to hit that super chat. You're going to have to hit that tip page. Because like I say, the inorganic ones always get support. And that's why I can't even blame them. Because they support each other. But where is your support? See, that's the thing. That's why I always tell you how this whole thing works. Even the force that you call wicked and evil support each other. So how wicked and evil can they be? See, this is why I always tell you there's a whole science to why the world is the way it is. Because what you think is wicked isn't actually wicked. It supports itself. They support each other. So you have to remind yourself moving into 2024, am I supporting people who are doing the work? Because if you don't complain. And like I always tell you, we have to remind ourselves of this very powerful secret in science. We have to remind ourselves that we must support people. If you see a woman doing something that's positive, support her. If you see a man that's doing something positive, support him. Because once again, soon, there may not be anyone left to support you. Hit that like button, share the video, hit that super chat, and hit that tip page. Let me shout out to Alwyn. I'm reading your comments, deep divers, because I want to know what's been on your mind. Once again, you got a question, let me know. Shout out to everyone who's here. Everyone who's diving deep. Let me shout out to Truth Seer. Truth Seer in the house. Like I say, deep divers, this is not my show, it's your show. So if there's anything important in the world that's happening, I know a lot is happening. You know, a lot of people are quiet, right? A lot of people get real quiet when there's so much happening in the world. Like I say, this is your chance to talk about. Hit that super chat, hit that tip page, leave a comment, express yourself. Truth Seer saying, thank you, Ralph. Hey, you are appreciated. I appreciate you. Truth Seer. You're most definitely appreciated. Wait a second. Shout out to Truth Seer. You're appreciated, Truth Seer, always supporting the show. Let me shout out to Valerie. Valerie Uma, you are appreciated. Gratitude to you. Shout out to you. Right. Shout out to Valerie in the house. Why is what taking so long, Alwyn? Let me know what's taking so long, right? Shout out to you. We got an avocado. Deep divers, we ain't even had breakfast yet. Right? 2024, let's talk about it. The time has come. What can we expect? So, we're in a very powerful time right now. And a lot is on the way. You know, you probably heard that news that Tesla worker injured by a robot that pinned him to the wall with his claws at car company's Texas factory. The engineer left a trail of blood when he escaped from the robot's claws, according to reports from a witness at the Tesla Gigafactory in Texas. Right? So that's a sign, deep divers. AI. Watch out for the AI. I told you. A lot of these machines, it's about to be the Terminator out here, right? We've got to remind ourselves 2024 is going to be a lot of AI with ChatGPT, all kind of things. And you have to really remind yourself it's a time where you really want to stay as connected to yourself as possible. You really want to stay as grounded as possible because it's going to be a rough road for a lot of people out there. And it's an opportunity to really reconnect with everything that you are. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers in the house. You are appreciated. And also, deep divers, we got a song recommendation. Let me know what that song is. We can play it. We can talk about it. Kim Love, shout out to you. Where do you recommend to move outside of the US? I'm getting out of here. Hey. You know, I lived in the US for many, many years. And, I've traveled the whole world. And I always tell you, I lived in Europe as well. if you live in the east, you gotta go to the west. If you live in the west, you gotta go to the east. If you live in the north, you gotta go to the south, and vice versa. Never stay in one place. Don't just be in one country your whole life. Travel, move, see the world, because so much is happening out there, and a lot of people get stuck in a bubble. And I definitely recommend. It depends where your soul and mind is right now, because anywhere can be great if you can make the most of it. Africa is fantastic. Some countries in Europe are also great. But once again, it's all about your own purpose, right? Portugal, I've been to Portugal so many times. Fantastic place. Been to Lisbon, been to Peniche, been to all over. Been to Spain, Germany, everywhere. You want to travel as much as you can, right? So we're in a powerful time right now on the planet, Deep Divers, and we really want to remind ourselves to spread as much good energy as possible to the world. A lot of things are happening. Like I told you, when there's support for war always has the support. That's why I always say, don't complain about the world, because your taxpayers' dollars, pounds, and euros are funding wars. That's a slow motion. Let me repeat that. Don't complain about the world you're living in, because your tax-paying dollars, pounds, and euros are funding wars all over the world. That's why I told you, we have to have a conscious, clear mind to say, what are we going to support? Are we going to support wars, or are we going to support good energy, peace, love, and harmony? Right? And that's what it's always about. Sharvin, shout out to you. Greetings from Barbados, sending love, positive energy, and good vibes. Remember, iron sharpen iron, so we have to keep raising our frequency and showing love. Thank you, Ralph, and all the deep divers. Positive it up, gratitude, the attitude for higher altitude. I love when you say that. That's fantastic. So, we're in a powerful time right now, deep divers, where, we have to really put as much good energy out there as possible, because, right now, silent wars are brewing, which are going to escalate in 2024. And, you have to really be a beacon of peace. War, exactly. What is it good for? But you see, even when I broke down that whole leave the world behind, they were telling you how America is going to get invaded. All of these things are on the cards for 2024. And that's the reason why in this new year, you want to be holding peace meditations, because a lot of people are not aware that silent wars are brewing, where other countries are going to get involved. Iran, China, all kind of things are happening. And that's the reason why you want to not turn a blind eye. You want to be awake and aware to what's happening. Shout out to everyone who's here. Let's talk about it, deep divers. 2024, the time has come. What can we expect? Right? Shout out to the new member as well. Shout out to all of you. One of the biggest things that 2024 is all about is manifestation. Let me repeat that. One of the biggest things 2024 is all about is manifestation. And this is the year where you don't want to manifest small. You want to manifest big, because it's your year. The time has come for you to stop playing small. Let me shout out to Stardog in the house. Stardog, you are appreciated. You are most definitely appreciated, Stardog. Thank you. You know, this is a time where you really want to manifest as much as possible. You want to realize that you can manifest anything that you desire. You also want to realize that there are a lot of people in the world right now who are starting to wake up. You want to realize you are not alone. You want to realize you are not alone. You've never been alone. And there's a lot of people waking up right now on the planet. A lot of people who are really wanting to improve their lives on the planet. And that's what it's always been about. You know, right now we have to really realize there's no one going against us. You know, up until this point, humanity has been in a big battle. It's been in a big war. And 2024 is about you realizing you don't have any enemies. It's about you realizing no one's out to get you. It's about you realizing no one's in your way but you. And 2024 is really the year where you're moving out of your own way. And you got to make sure you do that every single day. Move out of your own way. You know, with 2024 here, we've got to remind ourselves, deep divers, we're in a period where the whole clout chasing has come to an end. Now you're going to have to show up and show out. You're going to have to stand on something solid. Because a lot of people, up until this point, they try to do anything just for a little fame and a little attention. But 2024 is where you're going to have something. You're going to have some talent, some skills, something to say, because you're no longer going to be able to cheat yourself to instant gratification. 2024, what we can expect is the work, the marathon, realizing there's no shortcut to success. You're going to have to put in the 10,000 hours. You're going to have to work on that dream. You're going to have to build it from the ground up. And that includes everybody. Everybody. And that's the big thing that you have to expect. Because things are changing. Things are changing very rapidly. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers. Right? 2024, what can we expect? We can expect a great divide. Because more things are going to be rolled out to humanity. And that's the reason why you really do want to prepare yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, and definitely not fall asleep. We're in a time right now where a lot of people can feel that something big is coming. A lot of people know that something big is coming. A lot of people have been getting off grid. A lot of people have been homeschooling their children. A lot of people have been doing the work 100%. And we have to do more of that. Once again, deep divers, this is not my show, it's your show. 2024. The time has come. What can we expect? Once again, deep divers, what do you expect for yourself in 2024? What do you expect for the world in 2024? Put it in the chat. And remind yourself through the words we manifest, and we can make it happen. So you should all have been writing down what you expect for 2024, what you wish to see, what you expect to see. because this is how we can all collectively manifest the reality we choose. Right? Every single day. So once again, it's a full moon. It's a powerful time to manifest. And anytime it's a full moon, once again, we got to remind ourselves that this is a time of letting go of emotional baggage we've been carrying since the beginning of 2023, and discharging that energy will allow us to enter the new year on a positive and robust note. The full moon will make us feel lighter. We can move forward with plans. Our hearts will be more open. We've got to remind ourselves that this is the last full moon of 2023. So it's a perfect time to really set your intentions, hold your affirmations, set your true heart's intentions, say your affirmations. Best time to do it is on a full moon. Once again, deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. We just started. So, like I say, it's your show. We're going to raise the frequency. Hit that like, hit that super chat, hit that tip page, leave a question, a comment, because like I say, the inorganic ones support each other. And this is the reason why you see a lot of people switch sides, because they say, how come the inorganic ones support each other? Think about that, right? That's why I say I have no problem with the inorganic ones, because they are showing humanity how unity wins, how a few people, if they stick together, they can control everything. Think about that. So I'm going to play a song. Share the video. Hit that super chat. Hit that tip page. You got a question? Let me know. Because like I say, it's not my show. It's your show. I already put out a video. And go and check out that video. How to deal with... how to stop prioritizing people who aren't doing anything for you. Go and check out that video. Right? So deep divers, let's raise the frequency. Let's raise the frequency.
I will be your shield in the fiercest battle. I'll defend you from all these arrows, and the sword I will keep you from danger. Let me be your shield.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just you, me, and the odds. We stuck together, we two peas in a pod. You dealt a bad hand, I'm there seizing the cards. We'll never be separated till we seeing the gods. We've been till we seeing the gods. We've been low together, high forever. Long as we go together, we'll die whenever. Be a light, couldn't let the darkness try you ever. Truth in my word, you I lie to never. And when the world gets a little too hard, wipe your eyes, put away your sorrow. When it's war, I'll be leading the charge, and I'll be still fighting for you tomorrow.
My right, like my life, people power. You know, all I have is my life.
You are now in the mix.
Was on baby one time, so I don't know where we get all these big ideas. Want to be rulers over people.
All right, deep divers. Shout out to Antonio. Shout out to you. How do we live from... Good question. How do we live our one and only life to the fullest without wasting it in the 9-to-5 rat race for the money? That's a great question. You got to remind yourself that you've got to be brave. You know, that's one of the biggest ways to kind of escape the rat race, the 9-to-5. There's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5. It's just that if you've outgrown it, it's not going to do much for you. You know, a lot of people have outgrown where they are. They've outgrown doing what they've been doing for such a long time. And any time that happens, you have to really, you know, make a conscious choice to say, okay, I got to take that leap of faith. I've also got to listen to people who've already been there, who've already done that, who have already got the t-shirt. There are so many people who have made that transition. And you have to stay around these people. You got to listen to these people. You got to realize that these people might know a thing or two. But you have to lose fear. You got to realize it's possible. Thank you, Antonio. Shout out to you. Shout out to every deep diver who is here. 2024, what can we expect? What do you expect for yourself, deep divers? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, one of the biggest things we've got to remind ourselves of every single day is where our collective focus is going. You know, the collective focus is so important. You know, a lot of people collectively focus on bad news and end up manifesting it. And we have to make sure we don't fall into that trap. We got to make sure that you realize how powerful your mind is. You know, if I sold you fear, I would be a lot more popular. If I sold you lies, I would be a lot more popular. Because a lot of the world, and that's why I don't blame the youth, because they know that a lot of people, they don't want the truth. They want characters. They want ego. And we have to remind ourselves that all of that is coming to an end this 2024. The characters, the egos, the everything pretending to be someone that you're not is coming to an end. You're going to have to be yourself in 2024. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to survive out here. You know, a lot of people, for the longest time, you could get away with being someone else, playing a character. But now, like I said, especially on this full moon, symbolic of the shadow work that we all have to do in 2024, there's a lot of people who are walking around with heavy shadows, big shadows, really afraid to face themselves. And in 2024, you're going to have to face yourself. You know, I told you in the 2024 prediction video, 2024, you're going to see worldwide mental breakdowns because the program is crashing. You're realizing everything you thought you knew is now an illusion. It's not what it seems. And, you know, it's not just me that's waking up or a few other people under a tree. No, it's everyone's collective destiny to wake up, to find out the truth. And once you do, you're going to go through a dark night of the soul. You know, people talk about awakening as something fun. It's a very destructive process because it's stripping away everything that you know to be true. Therefore, there will be a widespread breakdown of the whole of society in 2024. Once people find out, because you see, we're in a time right now where people, the illusion, the veil is being lifted. It's not nothing anybody can do. People are starting to see things for what they really are, how they really are. In other words, we're starting to see what is. And 2024 is really the year of what is. We're taking off the filters and we're going to see what is. And it's going to shock a lot of people. A lot of people aren't going to be able to handle it. A lot of people are going to try and say, I can't see anything, but they're going to have to wake up and see it. And that's why I told you 2024 is going to be very intense, because a lot of people are really going to go through it once they get that wake up call. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers. Let's see. We got Studio H in the house. Let me shout out to Studio H. Shout out to you, Studio H. You're most definitely appreciated. Always appreciated, Studio H, and I always see you in the comment sections. Okay, Studio H is saying this. That's a great question. How can we overcome another level of fear and the cost of transforming ourselves into another level of frequency? Thank you so much. Peace and love. That's a great question. How can we overcome another level of fear and the cost of transforming ourselves into another level of frequency? You got to remind yourself that fear is not real. It's never been real. And, you know, it's always been a control mechanism used to control people. You're going to have to face it head on. You're going to have to face everything you've ever been afraid of head on. And if you don't, it's only going to be harder for you. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep Divers, how you feeling? How's 2024 feeling for you? Like I say, this is not my show, it's your show. What are you expecting, Deep Divers, for 2024? What do you want to put out into the universe, right? Leave it in the chat. One of the biggest things we can remind ourselves is that right now, it's time for the last to be first and the first to be last. It's time for people who have been at the back to be at the front, and people who have been at the front to be at the back. There's an exchange of power. And you're going to see people who have been hiding, you're going to see them at the forefront in 2024. You're going to see people who have been at the forefront at the back. Everything is going to be switched over. And this is the good news. That's why I told you. Prepare now, because there are a lot of people who have a lot to share with people in 2024 and 2025 and beyond. And they're now finding their voice again. They're now getting ready to start speaking up, to have that courage. A lot of people have been messaging me, Ralph, I want to start my own channel. I want to start a platform. I want to start a podcast. And that's what it's about. It's about people who have been very quiet, finally having the courage to speak their truth. That's what 2024 is all about. Deep Divers, how are you feeling today? Let's raise the frequency. Once again, you got a question, hit that super chat, hit that tip page. It's your show, it's not mine. So we're going to raise the frequency. And if you got something to say, let it be known, Deep Divers. Just warming up, deep diver. Shout out to everyone who's here. Like I say, raising the frequency, raising the vibration. Trudy speaks up. Shout out to you. Gratitude, Mental Ralph Smart. I appreciate you and all you do. Kindly request to play Forever Stars. Grateful to be here with everyone. Thank you. Hey, you are appreciated. You are appreciated. I can do that because, like I always say, you're supporting the show. And, you know, that song is very high frequency. And we need that for 2024. We need Forever Stars. So, Trudy speaks up. This is for you. This is the people's show. Deep Divers, once again, you got a question? Hit that super chat, hit that tip page, let it be known. Something on your mind? Leave a comment. Let's talk about it. So, are you ready? Trudy speaks up. Let's go. We need a slow motion for this one. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, everyone who's diving deep.
This is dedicated to you. You know who you are. This is dedicated. We're back with a fresh new sound. Calling all stars out there. You know who you are. This is dedicated to you. All to you.
We are
What?
forever stars. We come and go. Tomorrow's old.
Yes.
Forever stars.
Woo. I like the sound of this one.
Stars.
Talk to me.
And I know we can be so much more than what we are. We can be so much more than how we live. We all came here for a reason of difference, to experience our lives in mysterious circumstances. Where we find ourselves is where we chose to be, forever changing. That's how it's supposed to be. And we are forever stars. Of course we are. We shine and glow, illuminate the sky without getting old. Stars shining brightly now. Shine on,
Oh,
shine on.
sing it for me now. Come on.
We are
Yes.
forever stars.
Forever stars.
We come and go.
Don't raise your head down, raise your head up.
Tomorrow's
You can
old.
start now. Start looking up at the sky.
That was just for you. We won't play the whole thing. Just giving you a little taster. Right? That song is actually on Spotify, Forever Stars, right? Go and check it out. Deep Diver, shout out to everyone who's here. Casey Davis, you're most definitely appreciated. Casey Davis, shout out to you. You're most definitely appreciated. Hi, Ralph. Thank you so much for everything. I was wondering what was the best thing to do in the void space was. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Casey Davis. Please write the question a bit better. I'm not actually understanding your question. I always say the best thing to do is to be. 2024 deep divers, what can we expect? The time has come. What can you expect for yourself? What can you expect for the world? See, this is the time right now on this full moon to really envision the world that you want for yourself. See it before it's here. Right? We've got to remind ourselves that you want to put yourself into the deep end. You want to throw yourself into the deep end. And right now we have to all do that. We got to throw ourselves into the deep end. We got to remind ourselves that it's a time where, you know, there was a film called The Drunken Master. And even though the guy was getting drunk, he was beating everyone up. And in 2024, you're going to have to be the drunken master. You're going to have to trust yourself that step by step, brick by brick, you're going to build it up. When I was first starting to share videos, a lot of people said, "What are you doing?" I can't even begin to tell you how much I've been manifesting. So I always tell people, don't worry what I'm doing. In the end, you'll see what I've been doing. So right now we have to trust ourselves like never before. Like I say, don't underestimate the power of believing in yourself, trusting yourself. Lydia Hill, you're most definitely appreciated. Like I say, Lydia Hill, thank you so much for your generous gift. Lydia Hill, thank you, Ralph. Gratitude is attitude. Question. I have seen a few online messages about Antarctica and that there is warm, beautiful land on the other side of the ice. Your thoughts? Absolutely. You know, we've got to remind ourselves everything we know about this planet is wrong. That's a great question. Everything we think we know is not what is. And the reason why is because there are things we don't know. There are things we know we don't know. And there are things we don't know we don't know. We're only seeing less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum, visible light. When you remind yourself, even the maps they give you are wrong. When you remind yourself, even the shape of the earth is wrong. And a lot of people don't even realize that NASA have even admitted that photoshopped earth that you see, that's a perfect sphere. They tell you that's been photoshopped. It's been edited. Earth doesn't even look like that. So when you remind yourself, there's always been talk of hollow earth, inner earth. There are areas on this planet where other beings live, people go, which is denied access to the public. The public can't go there. So you have to remind yourself to open your mind that even in Antarctica, you're not allowed to visit it certain months, on certain months. You know, you can't even go there. So you have to ask yourself, why is that? What are they doing over there? Right? So that you have to really realize that even if you look at ancient Egypt, the Sphinx has weathering on it. You know, John T. Anthony West talked about it, how the Sphinx is at least over 10,000 years old. They tell you it's only a few thousand years old, but there's weathering all over it. And the Sphinx wasn't even a lion that was put there. So when you remind yourself, even the Sphinx was modified. So you have to remind yourself how things appear are not what they once were. Egypt used to be a tropical rainforest because, you see, the Sahara Desert was once upon a time a lush tropical rainforest before it was a desert. So the whole entire landscape of the planet has been changed and transformed. But there are so many mysteries of Antarctica. And that's why I always tell you, open your mind. I don't know what shape the earth is. I definitely know it's not what they tell us. That's what I do know for certain, because you have to realize that the inorganic ones are never going to tell you the truth. You have to find out for yourself. Lydia Hill in the house. Shout out to you. Deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. You got a question, a comment, hit that super chat, hit that tip page. Let's talk about it. So we got this in. A Dapple's Camping Adventure, shout out to you. Hi, Ralph. Hi, Ralph. I rescued a big barn owl tonight from a fence. It looked at me as if I was thanking me. I said, "You're welcome, Mother Gaia," and it looked once more and flew off. It is good luck. Absolutely. You know, barn owls are amazing. That's amazing to hear. Shout out to all the people who are rescuing animals from fences. Shout out to everyone who's here. Let me shout out to Metaphysical Mike in the house. You're most definitely appreciated. Metaphysical Mike, shout out to you. So I thank the universe for my worst moments, because if I didn't experience them, I would never be able to appreciate the greatest moment in my life. Woo, I like that. Shout out to you, Todd Michael. When will I get justice for my cases in the courts? Is that raising the frequency? You can do that. You can definitely get justice. Shout out to you. Let me shout out to Vitali222. You are definitely appreciated. Peace, love, and harmony. Shout out to you. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers who are here. Smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. Don't worry, the sound is back. It went out for a second, but it's back. And let's talk about it, deep divers. Let's talk about 2024. The time has come. What can we expect? Like I always tell you, we're in a very powerful time right now. A lot of great things are happening, and we really want to put as much good energy out there as possible. We really want to envision the world that we want to live in. We really want to focus on the world we want to live in. We don't want to focus on the doom and gloom. You know, a lot of people focus on bad news till it becomes a reality. A lot of people focus on the worst of the worst, and they start creating it. And right now is a time where we really tune in to exactly the world that we want to live in. What does your 2024 look like, deep divers? What do you expect for yourself in 2024? Put it in the chat. Smash that like button if you support the real deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here. Everyone who's diving deep. So, one of the biggest things I said, we've got to be aware that we're in a time right now where people need to unite. You know, 2024 is about unity. 2024 is about unity. It's about coming together. And that's what we have to do. I hope, shout out to you. HV in the house, shout out to you. HV, thanks Ralph for all you. Thanks for helping me become my best version of myself. How do I keep going when I feel doubt? Very hard to free myself. Absolute great question. You know, it can be tough. It can be really tough to keep going when you doubt yourself. You've got to remind yourself, it's called imposter syndrome. We got an avocado in the house. We ain't even had breakfast yet. You're going to have to remind yourself that it's natural to doubt yourself. In fact, it shows you're human. You have to remind yourself there's no shame in trying. The shame is in not starting, right? There's no shame in trying. If you're doing something, don't doubt yourself. At least you're doing something. Do you know how many people there are on this planet who have never even started something? And the great paradox is that it's the people who are doing the work, who are trying their hardest, who have the most doubts. There are people who don't even do anything, and they don't have a doubt in their mind because they're not doing anything. So if you feel doubt right now, remind yourself you're doing something. So don't allow the doubts to hold you back or hold you down, because you are doing something. And you have to remind yourself of this every single day. Doubts are natural, but you want to turn your doubts into encouragement. Remind yourself there's no shame in trying, but there is a shame in not starting. If you're trying and you have doubts, let the doubts come. Imposter syndrome affects everybody, and it affects people who are doing a lot of things, who have big dreams. These people have the most doubts because you're going to the next level. You're trying to go to Mount Everest. Of course you're going to have doubts. Am I going to make it? So if you have doubts, that's only a testament to your character that you're doing something major. If you're just in bed all day, not manifesting your dreams, you got nothing to worry about. But at the same time, you're not going to grow. But if you are choosing to climb that mountain, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. So the doubts can actually remind you of how strong you are, that you're doing something. Congratulations. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers in the house. Oh, we're back. 2024. The time has come. What can we expect? Prepare now. Shout out to you. Joe, Andro, Angelica, shout out to you. You're most definitely appreciated. So, my wife has been in hospital for a few months now. She has lost an eye due to an unfortunate event. Can she get her original eye back? I hope so. I hope they can do some surgery on her eye to make it better and improve. You know, I'm sending you all good energy out there. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers, everyone who's diving deep. Stardog, you're most definitely appreciated. Thank you. You're appreciated. Deep divers. So once again, we're in a powerful time right now on the planet. Very, very powerful time. And I'll read you what I read in the beginning of the show. I'll read you what I read in the beginning of the show because it was very important. We'll get that up soon. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, how you feeling today? How's your holidays going? You know, a lot of people with family enjoying themselves, and a lot of people are really getting ready for the next best version of themselves. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about. So, 2024, the time has come. What can we expect? Like I said, 2024 is your year to manifest. Affirm this, deep divers. I am already claiming 2024 as a great year, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. I know great things are coming my way. Life is about to get so good. Things are going to turn out. Things are going to turn around and get better. All blocks, lack, and limitations will be removed. Everything is going to start to accelerate for you. This is your rise. And this is the energy I'm moving into in 2024. And this is the energy you want to move into in 2024. You want to claim that 2024, you want to claim it as a great year already, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And this, deep divers, this was powerful, which I actually read. It may not come when you want, but trust that it will be right on time, because our universe is an on time universe. Everything takes time. Don't hurry yourself. When things are not coming together the way you want them to, don't lose hope. Trust the process. Your time will come. And we've got to remind ourselves 2024 is the time. It's our time. It's the time where everything you've been working for, everything you've been doing prior to 2024 will start to show up through your whole life. You'll start to see the fruits of your labor manifest and express itself. You know, every dog has its day. And a lot of people have been saying, when is it my time? I want it to be my time. Well, 2024 is going to be your time, because like I said, we're in a time right now where a lot is happening in the world. With the way technology is accelerating, 2024 is the only year you're going to have to be human. and really make the most of it. If you don't make it in 2024, it's going to be hard. Because like I told you, you got AI machines in Tesla attacking engineers there. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Tesla worker injured by robot that pinned him to a wall with his claws at car company's Texas factory. The engineer left a trail of blood when he escaped from the robot's claws, according to reports from a witness at the Tesla Gigafactory in Texas. I told you. These are all symbolic signs that 2024 is going to be a massive split, where you are going to see bots attacking people who are creating them. Frankenstein is coming alive. And that's the reason why 2024 has to be a year where you hold on to your humanity. It has to be a year where you place yourself above AI, because AI can never be greater than you. AI is always your servant. Right? Because like I told you, James Cameron made the Terminator. Steven Spielberg made RoboCop. And you have to remind yourself that in San Francisco, they've got robot dogs. And in 2024, you're going to see a push for everything to be automated. Already, go into your local supermarket. It's going to be self-service. There are more machines than there are humans, even in your local supermarket. And this is the reason why 2024 is about humanity waking up to say, wait a second, if we don't do something, AI is going to take over. So everyone has to be on their A game to say, wait a second, we're not going to allow that to happen. 2024 is the year of manifestation, ultimately. It is a full moon today, deep divers. And the full moon is in Cancer. And it suggests a significant energetic release before the year's end. Letting go of the emotional baggage we've been carrying since the beginning of 2023 will be helpful. And discharging that energy will allow us to enter the new year on a positive and robust note. The full moon will make us feel lighter. We can move forward with plans. Our hearts will be more open. We have to really hold this meditation on this full moon. This is the last full moon of 2023. And it's a start of a whole new beginning. And anytime it's a full moon, I always go live, right? I went live on the last full moon. And we've got to remind ourselves there's a lot of shadow work that humanity has to do in 2024. Humanity hasn't started the shadow work. And 2024 is a year of shadow work. It's a year where you're facing your inner demons and gremlins. And a lot of people are going to be really going through it. It's going to be intense. It's not going to be a fairy tale for a lot of people. Because a lot of people are now starting to wake up to who they really are, what the world is. A lot of people are going to they're going to be shocked and say, oh my gosh, the world is not what I thought it was. So the program is crashing. The illusions are shattering. And you're going to see more of that in 2024. But if you've done the work, you got nothing to worry about, because you're creating a whole new reality for yourself. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep Divers, how you feeling today? 2024, what can we expect? What can you expect? That's that synchronicity, Joe. She was a nurse as a profession. The person who helped her during the event had the same name, Angelica, my last name, as her first name. What does this mean? That's a synchronicity. That nurse was sent to help her. That's a sign. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. 2024 is really a year where the last will be first and the first will be last. It's really a time where you start placing value on who you are and what you do. You've got to remind yourself that there's a big battle happening. There's a big battle happening. And if you're not a force of positivity, you'll have no horse in the race. So you have to make sure you have a weapon in 2024. And the weapon is love. The weapon is harmony. The weapon is elevation. Because right now, a lot of people are realizing the world is in a chaotic state. Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Gaza. The world needs help. And it's a state of emergency already, but people don't see it. And it's a dense energy on the planet, cataclysmic, Armageddon, because humanity still has to wake up. And 2024 is going to get worse before it gets better for a lot of people. Some people don't learn until it's too late. Don't allow that to be you. Just take a look at what's going on and say, wait a second, I don't want to be a part of that. Instead, I want to be in nature. Instead, I want to be raising the frequency. And 2024 is a powerful, transformative year for self-healing, self-reflection, self-awareness, introspection, and raising the frequency. We've got to keep that higher. Deep diver, shout out to all of you. It's time to raise the frequency. Let's raise the frequency. Smash that like button, share the video. You got a question? Hit that super chat, hit that tip page. Let's raise the frequency. Are you ready, deep divers? Are you ready to raise the frequency? Are you ready to go to the next level?
Stars shining bright.
Let's raise the frequency, deep divers. Get ready to dance.
Your number one DJ worldwide.
One love to all of you deep divers. Like I said, we're just raising the frequency. We're just raising the frequency, deep divers. 2024. What can we expect? What can you expect? What's your intentions for 2024? Right? Shout out to everyone, deep divers. We can really have a whole party here. Let's save that for a few days. So, like I said, deep divers, we're in a powerful time right now. Once again, affirm it. 2024 is your year to manifest. I am already claiming 2024 as a great year, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. I know great things are coming my way. Life is about to get so good. Things are going to turn around and get better. All blocks, lack, and limitations will be removed. Everything is going to start to accelerate for you. This is your rise, right? And this is the kind of energy we want to put out there. You know, I already saw what was coming my way in 2020, 2021, 2022, and so forth and so on. Every year is getting better. And the reason why is because I'm conscious of how I'm moving into every single year. You know, a lot of people, they don't become aware until they're already midway in the year. Then they're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. You should already be preparing right now for how your 2024 is going to go, for how your 2025 is going to go. You should have it all mapped out, because the more you allow your intentions to imprint everything around you, they now manifest itself in everything around you. It's only going to be more abundance in 2024, more freedom, more love, more harmony, more unity. This is the energy I'm bringing forth in this new year, 2024. Eternal abundance, shout out to you. We got an avocado, deep divers. You're feeding us. We're hungry. Eternal abundance, shout out to you. Thank you for going live. Hey, you are appreciated. You are most definitely appreciated. Eternal abundance in the house. Shout out to you. Let me shout out to the amazing 5D music scene in the house. Let me give you a round of applause for always supporting the show. 5D music scene, shout out to you. Gratitude mentor, thank you for going live. 2023 made some big changes in my life to level up. Excited for 2024. Happy full moon, giving thanks mentor. Absolutely, that's what it's always about, and that's what we're always about. You know, we've got to remind ourselves right now. It's such a good opportunity to really, you know, see where we all are and see where we want to go, and also to leave things behind in 2023, things that aren't serving us, the beefs, the dramas, the grudges, the arguments you're always having with people in your life. That all has to come to an end. You want to move into 2024 with a clean sheet of fresh new energy. You also want to remind yourself that there's a lot of work to do in 2024. And the reason why is because dreams need to be fulfilled. It takes action. You know, 2024 is about action. A lot of people have been talking. You know, we live in a world where a lot of people are posting things before they've done anything. You know, they post on the gram like, yeah, I made it. And now you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is. You're going to have to say, you know what? I can no longer just tell people what I'm going to do. I got to show people the results. I got to show myself the results. I can no longer flex on TikTok. I got to have something to show for. 2024 is where you really have to show. You got to show. You got to manifest. That's what manifest means. You got to show everything you've been talking about. You now have to show it. You know, it now has to appear in a tangible form. We can no longer just read books on the law of attraction. We can no longer just watch videos about the law of attraction. We need to now experience it in our lives and see the living proof of what we've been focusing on. That's what 2024 is all about. Joe in the house. Shout out to Joe. Joe, you're most definitely appreciated. Shout out to Joe in the house. Joe, I watch you for years, Ralph. People think I'm diving deep too much. Let me shout out to Joe. Joe said he's diving deep too much, but I will rise higher in time. I watch you for years, Ralph. People think I'm diving deep too much, but I will keep rising higher. Absolutely. You know, like I always tell you, you can never dive too deep because there's so much still to know and find out. You know, I was literally watching a video. So there are species on this planet that don't even die. And this is why I always say, when you expand your mind, and that's what 2024 is all about. It's about expanding your mind. There is a Da Vinci Code that has to be cracked. And once it is, it will hold the key to your immortality. The ancients knew about it. And 2024 is about us opening our minds to say, wait a second, there are billions of realities. Do you know there are jellyfish that never die? They're immortal. How crazy is that, deep divers? Jellyfish, which literally can live forever. So you have to remind yourself, there are so many mysteries and amazing things happening in this world we still can't fathom and understand. But 2024 is about expanding our minds to say, wait a second, there's more to what we see. There's another reality hidden from so many people. It's time to open our eyes to realize the possibilities are endless. It's about expanding our minds. 2024, what can we expect? We can expect the twin flame reunion. We can expect the twin flame reunion. We can expect kings and queens coming together. There's been wars between the feminists and the manosphere and all kind of things, between men and women, and that's coming to an end. The reason why is because it hasn't gotten us anywhere. But before people can get that relationship they want, they have to work on the relationship with themselves. And that's what you're going to see a lot of in 2024. Because people are still wondering why it's not falling into place for them right now. And it's because people have never had that relationship with themselves to find out who they really are. And that's the reason why 2024 is about people having that relationship with themselves. Because once that is there, you can have the great relationship with someone else in the best way ever. And there are so many people who are now starting to get it. They're now starting to realize that actually, the better the relationship I have with myself, the better the relationship I'll have with someone else. A lot of people have hated themselves for so long. That's coming to an end. 2024 is where you move forward. Make peace with yourself so you can make peace with someone else. Deep Divers, how you feeling today? Smash that like button, share the video. You got a question, hit that super chat, hit that tip page. And let me say a shout out to everyone who's been diving deep. Like I say, 2024 for me, you can expect me doing even more live stream shows. I'm always putting out the daily videos. But the cat down the road said, Ralph, you got to go harder than that. You got to do more live streams. So 2024, that's my resolution to say, hey, go live more. And that's what I'll be doing more of. What do you want for yourself, Deep Divers? What are you doing to go to the next level of your life? Put it in the chat. You know, a lot of us are only on 40%. If that, moderately, we'll say actually 20%. A lot of us, we're not even 50% of what we could actually be. Just imagine if we were 50%. Forget about 100%, 50%. Then we can work our way up. But a lot of people are on 20% of their actual potential. This is crazy. You got 24 hours in the day. Just imagine all the things you could do. And 2024 is about us realizing this, that actually we've been holding ourselves back. I was holding myself back. I say, okay, I can't live stream. Then I said, wait a second, of course I can. I can not only give you amazing daily videos in 4K resolution, we can also do live streaming. Because 2024 is about you moving with the new, moving with the times, reinventing yourself. That's what 2024 is about. It's not about being caught up in your old ways, saying, I don't want to do this. No, you need to get with the times. In 2024, if there's something you want to do, you want to learn how to do it, you got to do it. Dante, you are appreciated. Shout out to you. Let me give all of you a round of applause who are here. Dante, love you, Ralphie. You are appreciated. Shout out to you. You are appreciated as well. Shout out to you. Deep divers, what's on your mind? Talk to me. What do you expect for yourself in 2024? El Fresh, shout out to you. I've sacrificed and I was blessed. God is good. Shout out to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. God is good. The universe is good. Whatever name you have for it, that force is always present in our lives. It saved me from treacherous times, right? I'm here and I'll always be here. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone. So once again, it's a full moon and it's a perfect day, perfect time to really realize that we're not the minority anymore. 2024 is about realizing we're the majority. There are millions of people waking up every single second. They're starting to wake up from the matrix. They're starting to find out who they really are. 2024, that's going to intensify. We have to remind ourselves 2024 is the year where everything that we think will manifest. Everything that we speak will manifest. Everything that we do will manifest. And that's the reason why you want to be very conscious and aware that your thoughts are going to turn into things very quickly. I've never ever said one day that it's going to be bad for me, because I know the power of words. I say it's only going to get better. I can't stop, won't stop. I'll be here forever. When you start saying these life-affirming phrases, they will actually come into fruition in your life. This is what we have to be aware of in 2024. That everything you say will either give you life or it will keep you in a sunken place. You have the power to change your entire reality just by speaking what you want into existence. We've got to remind ourselves there's no shame in trying. If you are doing something and you're not making any progress, keep on going. 2024 is about us realizing you will see it one day. The time will come for you. Your time will come. So don't be disheartened if you don't see the results early on. But the time is coming. The time is coming because, so many people have been working hard. They've been just trying to do the layup, trying to put everything together. The cake is being baked right now. 2024 is where you're going to eat, drink, and be merry. You're finally going to be able to put your feet up, kick back, and marvel at all the things you've been doing. For a lot of people, they've never actually had an opportunity to say thank you to themselves. They've never actually had an opportunity to see all the work they've put in. 2024 is where you start to enjoy the fruits of your labor. This is the energy I'm bringing into 2024, where we congratulate ourselves for the work that we've put in. There are so many people who are so hard on themselves. So many people who are doing so fantastic, but in their eyes, they're a failure. 2024 is encouraging us to say, wait a second, we're doing something. Even if we're failing, we're doing something. And there are no mistakes in that. There are no failures if you're starting out, if you're trying, if you're moving forward. So we've got to be kinder to ourselves in 2024. I'm extremely kind to myself, deep divers. The reason why is because that's a secret to elevation. In 2024, we want to remind ourselves to be mentally kinder to ourselves. We want to remind ourselves that we have to be here for ourselves. We want to remind ourselves that we have to support each other, because it's going to get hard for a lot of people. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. We got 15 minutes left. I'm doing these shows 2 hours. 2-hour shows, right? We got 15 minutes left. So hit that super chat, hit that tip page, get your question in before we wind down. Cosmic Goddess, shout out to you. Greetings, Ralph. Thank you for all your knowledge you share. How do you manipulate energy? Everything is energy. You manipulate energy through words, thoughts, and actions. That's how you change and bend energy. Great question. Great question. Let me shout out to Anthony himself. Anthony himself in the house. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, Ralph. Hey, I appreciate you too. You're most definitely appreciated. Shout out to you. Let me shout out to Joe Williams in the house. You gave me an avocado, Joe. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, deep divers, 2024, the time has come. What can we expect? Once again, 2024 is the year to manifest. I am already claiming 2024 as a great year, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. I know great things are coming my way. Life is about to get so good. Things are going to turn around and get better. All blocks, lack, and limitations will be removed. Everything is going to start to accelerate for you. This is your rise. This is how we're moving into 2024, right? I'm already claiming it as a great year. Are you already claiming it as a great year? That's what I'm doing. I'm already claiming it as a great year because I know it will be. Let me shout out to Joe Williams. You're most definitely appreciated. You know, 2023 was really a year where a lot of people were throwing themselves in the deep end. I was doing that, you know, when I started to live stream and all of these things. And people are now realizing 2024, we're going to spend all of the time in the deep end. We're going to spend all of our time in the deep end. In other words, we're going to be doing things which make us uncomfortable to go to the next level until it's actually no longer uncomfortable. We're going to be testing ourselves. It's going to be a very big transitional period. A lot of people are trying new diets, going plant-based, all kind of things happening right now because people are realizing that with new information comes new responsibility. A lot of people are starting to realize the world is not what they thought it was. And you're going to see so much change in people. You know, we're in a time right now where you might meet someone and then a week later, they're a totally different person because there's a great quickening happening. And in 2024, the quickening is going through the roof where people are literally going to be changing overnight. That's why I say you might meet someone right now. Tomorrow, they're going to be a totally different person because information is here. People are having big awakenings at supersonic speeds. And you have to be aware that in 2024, it's not personal. Because that same person who is acting funny towards you, the next week, they're going to find out what they've done to you. And they're going to realize their actions. So 2024, you're going to have to allow the universe to catch up with people. Allow their karma to find them. Focus on yourself. Because people are going to start to see what they've been doing. Face everything and rise. Shout out to all of you deep divers. How you feeling? How you feeling for 2024? You know, for the longest time on the planet, a lot of people have been running like the road runner. Right? They've been running away from who they really are, like the road runner. Well, now 2024, the Roadrunner can't run anymore. The Roadrunner can't run anymore. You know, for the longest time, humanity has been trying to run away from its problems, from who it really is. Humanity can no longer be the Roadrunner. We have to face ourselves. We're also realizing in 2024, you're seeing that you are the celebrity. You are the superstar. You always have been, and you always will be. There's going to be a mass turning away from worshiping false idols. You didn't realize that you are more important than the people on the podium. Now you're going to see that. You're going to see that actually these people aren't that special, because they're not saying anything that can really stimulate me or open my third eye. And you're going to start to realize that actually everything has been reversed. There are real celebrities, real light workers, real superheroes, and they are all of you. And you are going to start to have your own award ceremonies. Give yourself your own awards, and stop worshiping people who aren't doing anything for you. You know, we're going to start to see an exchange of power in 2024. We can expect this. Already people aren't holding celebrities in the esteem they once held them in, because they're realizing a lot of these people are roadrunners. And a lot of people are saying, I don't want to be around a roadrunner. I want to be around someone who's going to keep it real. Right? That's what it's all about. Deep Divers, how you feeling? Shout out to everyone who's here. Mr. Kit. M. Kit, you are appreciated. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. And I always say, it doesn't matter how much you share and support the show. Every contribution is appreciated, because you can only share what you have. Joe, Andro, Angelica, shout out to you. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. Ralph, where can you look for those commitments if something happens by chance, if obstacles happen to you? I would love for you to explain that in more context, but shout out to you. Just explain that in more context. Deep Divers 2024. The time has come. What can we expect? You know, the matrix is collapsing. And the program is crashing. And right now, people have to realize we're in the greatest times ever. We're in a time so powerful, nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop what's coming. We're going to have to be an alchemist in 2024. We're going to have to be an alchemist. Let me shout out to Sirius. You are appreciated. Let me read these tip pages. Shout out to Sirius. You are appreciated. Thank you, Ralph, for all the good vibes. You are appreciated. Oh Sound, you are appreciated. Sending love from Arizona, Ralph, filled with gratitude for your daily guidance. As a songwriter, sustainable entrepreneur, I look forward to amazing collaborations. in 2024. What is the best way to attract making money with people who are about healing humanity? That's a great question. You got to realize that money is energy. And you have to realize that because money is energy, you should realize abundance is our natural state. You want to surround yourself with other people, other singer-songwriters who realize that money is energy and abundance is our natural state. And you came here to live like a king or a queen. Like I say, I love energy. That means I love money. And I know there's enough to go around. So this is how I manifest wealth every single second, because I'm open to it. I don't say money is evil. I say money is a tool to give you more of what you already have. So you have to have an open mind to say, okay, it's not just about the money. It's about the impact. It's about how you're reaching people, what you're doing with your value, how you're creating value for other people. You know, when you create value for other people, money is a byproduct. And that's what I did. I just focus on creating valuable content. That's all. I just want to help people. And when you help people, the universe will help you. Let me repeat that. I said, when you help people, the universe will help you. 2024 is the year of alchemy. Brendan, I like that. Absolutely. It's the year of alchemy. It's the year where, once again, you know, it's been kind of dense. 2023 has been kind of heavy. It's been kind of dense. And you have to realize that at the start of every year, the energy is always high. And then there's an event that happens that brings the energy down. So you have to become an alchemist, especially during the first month of the year, because as you're celebrating, there's going to be an event where a lot of people are going to be depressed again. And that's why you have to be an alchemist out here in 2024, that you can't allow external events to govern how you feel on the inside. Let me repeat that. You can't allow external events to govern how you feel on the inside. You're going to have to realize that the inorganic ones are going to throw a lot of crap at humanity. And you have to just brush it off your shoulder. Become an alchemist. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. You got to allow the BS to blow in the breeze, right? How you deep divers, smash that like button, share the video. We're going to go a little bit longer because I see the love here. I see the good energy here. It's a fantastic show. Deep divers, Tiara E. Shea in the house. Shout out to you. You're most definitely appreciated. Tiara E. Shea, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Let's talk about it. What is the best advice for dealing with difficult family issues in 2024, especially if they're refusing to heal and grow from trauma? It seems no one listens until I'm angry and it's draining me. That's a great question. That's a fantastic question. You have to realize with family, it's not personal. With family, it's not personal. It's where they are. And sometimes you're the chosen one in the family. Sometimes you're awake and they're not. And people are only going to treat you based on how they feel about themselves and where they are along their evolutionary life journey. And if you're dealing with difficult family issues, remind yourself you always have a family outside of your family called your soul tribe. You're going to have to realize that I told you there is going to be a big split in 2024. And you have to realize that you have people in other countries who are your family as well. You've got people in the four corners of this planet who get you, who are a part of your family, your brother, your sister. So if you are having family issues, remind yourself you've got an extended family out there. And people in your family, you have to learn to live and let live. It's not their time to wake up now. 2024 is not the year to convince people. It's not the year to convince people. It's the year to focus on yourself and keep it moving. When they're ready, they'll get it. Right? That was a great question. 2024, deep divers. The time has come. What can we expect? You know, we have to really realize this power of focus. We have to really realize that Hollywood have us focusing on doomsday scenarios, leave the world behind, cyber attack. I'm not putting that energy out into the universe. I'm not saying, hey, deep divers, watch out. I'm telling you that if you focus on it, if we all focus on it, it will be a reality. But if you focus on a better outcome will be created. You have to realize nothing is set in stone. We're living in a world of energy, vibration, and frequency. As we change our energy, vibration, and frequency, the world around us changes. And we have to remind ourselves, films like Leave the World Behind, they're sowing seeds in your mind so you can collectively focus on that doomsday reality and bring it into existence. It's a trap. That's why I always tell you, if you see a film and it's showing you something negative happening in the future, change your focus. Because if you keep focusing on that negative doomsday scenario, it will be a reality. You know, that's why they do these films like Leave the World Behind. Because if enough people focus on that, oh my gosh, I'm afraid of what's going to happen, they actually create it subconsciously. And we have to say, wait a second, what about a film about New Earth? Have you wondered why deep divers Netflix don't do a film about New Earth? What about that? What if they showed you a film where in the future everything is amazing? Have you ever wondered why they're not showing you a film like that? Because they know human beings are bloody powerful. If they focus on that, they're going to create the new earth. So ask yourself, why haven't they shown me a film where the new earth is coming into existence? I mean, James Cameron did it with the Avatar, great film. But he was showing you how they used to live. We need another film showing you how the world is going to be after the wars and all of these things. We have to create a whole new reality of focus. That's what 2024 is all about. It's also about realizing we've got to kick habits. You know, a lot of people have a lot of habits, and 2024 is about leaving those habits behind. Realizing you are more powerful than the drinking, the smoking, all of these things. Because you see, I was almost going to be an alcoholic. Once upon a time, I was taking sips of wine and this and that, and I said, oh, this is tasty. Wait a second. This is dangerous. Because I had a friend who was drinking for breakfast. And we have to be careful that, you know, a lot of people have addictions. And I told you, 2024 is a year where everything multiplies by 10. Wherever you are, you're going to go further into whatever you are doing. If you are someone who has been on a good wave of positive energy, that's going to multiply times 1,000,000. If you are someone who hates yourself, that energy is going to multiply by 1,000,000. So everything is going to multiply in 2024. And that's the reason why you want to be in a good space, because it's going to multiply. And we have to remind ourselves. That's why I always say, do something today your future self will thank you for. Do something today your future self will thank you for. It's not easy. 2024 is a year of sacrifice as well. You know how many times I've had to sacrifice? You know how many times I've said, gosh, I could just do something else, but I got to share with the deep divers because this is what I'm here to do. Back in the day, I had people saying, Ralph, let's go to the club every single week. But I said, wait a second, I got another mission to do. And 2024 is going to be a tug of war, because you're going to have people trying to pull you in one direction. You want to go the other direction. So you're going to have to be extremely strong in 2024, because everything is going to be intensified. You're going to have people who are going to pull you into different directions. They're going to pull you back into your old habits. You're going to have strength to follow your one true path. That's what 2024 is all about. We want to remind ourselves that it's going to be a marvelous year, fantastic year. There's nothing to be afraid of in 2024. I hope you're not scared, deep divers. Are you scared? I hope you're not a road runner. I said, I hope you're not a road runner. You want to be able to realize right now there's nothing to be afraid of. You know, the inorganic ones are going to make you very fearful in 2024. But once you realize there's nothing to be afraid of, that's how you reclaim your power. You know, 2024, absolutely. '24 is all about us realizing the time is now. The time is now. And we have to realize this every single day. I read a book a long time ago, and the book said, if not now, when? If not now, when? 2024 is about that. If not now, when? If you want to start that business, start it now. If you want to travel, travel now. If you want to work on yourself, do it now. 2024 is a sense of urgency that it's now or never. Because, you know, a lot of people think they have all the time in the world. No, this moment never comes again. And like I told you, with AI taking over, Tesla worker injured by robot that pinned him to the wall with his claws at a car company's Texas factory. The engineer left a trail of blood when he escaped from the robot's claws, according to reports from a witness at the Tesla Gigafactory in Texas. Don't you realize that AI is taking over in the Matrix? You're having AI who are beating up employees. And that's the reason why you want to choose humanity. Because you see, more and more people are going to go into the metaverse. You're going to have a lot of technology. It's going to lure you in. You're going to have the Apple headset. You know, the Apple headset, you can watch 100-foot TV on it. You can check your emails on it. But you're going to be wearing goggles. You're going to see people walking around in 2024 with a headset. Virtual reality headset. You're going to see people in the bedroom like this with a headset, thinking they're going on holiday. And that's the reason why 2024 is a choice. You can choose to be in the metaverse and live there, or you can choose to wake up and be free. Steven Spielberg was telling you in the film Player One, they never left their house and they were entering a virtual reality. That's where the world is moving to. And you have to make sure you are choosing humanity over this AI stuff, right? That is first. Let me shout out to Starlight in the house. Starlight, you're so appreciated. Much love to you, Starlight. Starlight in the house. Shout out to you, Starlight. Thank you so much. Thank you, King Ralph, for going live. Can you tell me foods which will help my aura? I love you so much. Thanks for always inspiring me and pushing me to go further, Starlight. Hey, you are so appreciated. Absolutely. Let me pull up some foods that can help you. Let me see if I can pull it up. And you know, I love these foods. These foods taste so good. One of the best foods you can eat, and one of the tastiest foods you can eat, are strawberries. Strawberries are so fantastic. More vitamin C than oranges. More vitamin C than oranges, full of antioxidants, anthocyanins. And they smell fantastic. They look fantastic. Who doesn't love strawberries? Who doesn't love strawberries, deep dives? If you don't love strawberries, you must be crazy. So Kathy, I'm recommending you, you know, shove some strawberries down your throat. You know, these are the foods of the gods, you know. Strawberries are really fantastic. You know, amazing. You know, when it comes to really eating to live, a lot of people say, gosh, it's too expensive. But I always tell you, your health is far more important. 2024 is the year to stop being stingy and start realizing your health is more important. I used to spend all of my money in Whole Foods. I would say, wait a second, it's not Whole Foods, it's Whole Paycheck. But I realized that actually my health was improving. I've been making videos daily. And this is a gift. But how come Ralph Smart has been so consistent? It's because I wake up every single day with strawberries in my mouth. Shout out to everyone who's here. Deep divers, hit that like button, share the video. Hit that like button, share the video. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. Everyone who's diving deep. Joe, you had said that. I think you said that comment. The woman who helped my wife during the accident is called Angelica. My last name is Angelica. How can I look up that pure coincidence for myself? There's no such thing as a coincidence. That's a sign, right? And this is what we're seeing in 2024. The synchronicities, the signs, how everything is connected. You know, we're going to start to see just how small the world is in 2024. You know, they told you the world is so big. Actually, the world is so small. And you're going to start to see uncanny synchronicity. You're going to start to connect with people and they're going to tell you something and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how come? And we're going to start to realize how everything is very small. How there are people in France, people in Nigeria, people in Ecuador, Colombia, who have so much in common with you. You're going to see how there are people all around the world who are your reflections. We're going to start to see more of this in 2024. Because for the longest time, people have lived in separation. They've lived in division. They thought, gosh, everything is so big and everyone's a stranger. No, 2024, you're going to really realize the secret. You know, there was a book called The Secret. Well, in 2024, you're going to see the secret. how everything is connected, how everything is actually very small. And it's actually mind. You know, one of the 7 Hermetic principles is mentalism. All is mind. All is mental. And you're going to start to see this. The world is very, very small. Very, very small. You know, the talk of 8 billion people is strange because the world is tiny. Shout out to Beyond the Matrix in the house. You are most definitely appreciated. Beyond the Matrix in the house. Shout out to you, Beyond the Matrix. You're most definitely appreciated. 2024 is going to be awesome because we choose it. And reality is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Absolutely. Absolutely. 2024 is going to be awesome because we choose it. And reality is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I like that a lot. Let me repeat that. Let me screenshot that. That was powerful right there. 2024 is going to be awesome because we choose it. And reality is a self-fulfilling prophecy. So that being said, what do you choose for yourself, deep divers? Because that will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. We've got to remind ourselves that 2024 is about realizing you have something to share with humanity. I told you, there are lower frequencies and vibrations who aren't ashamed to share their despicable energy to the whole world. So why should you be ashamed to share your light with the world? That's a slow motion. 2024 is to realize, it's a time to realize you are more than enough. And it's a time to realize that actually you want to be as loud. You want your higher vibrations to be lower than the lower vibrations. Because the news never takes a day off. CNN don't take a day off. Fox News don't take a day off. MSNBC don't take a day off. TMZ don't take a day off. So you're going to have to realize that even the ones who keep the illusions going don't take a day off. And 2024 is about you realizing you don't want to take a day off. You want to be on your consistency. You want to realize that consistency is a cheat code. So 2024 Deep Dives is a year where you really raise the frequency. Can we raise the frequency? Can we raise the frequency right now? Deep Divers, smash that like button, share the video. Let me raise the frequency with some great energy. Let's take it higher, Deep Divers. Are you ready? Smash that like button, share the video, hit that super chat, hit that tip page if you've got a question. Hit that super chat, hit that tip page if you've got a question. Smash that like button. Let's take it higher. Let's go.
Heart starts beating out my chest. Breath strains in and out. Breath strains in and out. Fought this feeling long enough.
We got a question. Anytime a question comes in, we stop the music, right? Sadistic Wolf, shout out to you. Are you an active practitioner of AP? And do you think this is important for humanity? AP, what do you mean by AP? Let me know by that. Shout out to you, John Lopez. You're appreciated. Let's take it higher, Deep Divers.
we were soaring, going higher, higher, higher. Children, all of them are go stumble and fall, and the righteous now have them back against the wall.
You are now in the mix.
7 times rise and 7 times fall. Babylon, they both the fall. Can't stop. Answer the question, my effort me brain again.
Your number one DJ worldwide.
Me say how long will the wicked them reign? That is a question really unfit explain. Fi answer the question, my effort me brain. Me say how long will the wicked them rule? Me say how long will the wicked them rule? They must see my them must see last. And them no learn and them no live by the rule. And them a cut and we back and like a monster. Down the Marco. Yeah. They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate.
We're elevating deep divers. Let's go.
Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got a soul view to myself. Yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation. Now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Water on bed like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. I ain't make it this far for myself. Yeah. I had to prove to everybody else. I had to set them straight. Yeah. I had to boss. I had to renovate. I know they hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate.
We just elevating deep divers. You know, I got so many tracks just to give you that good ass energy. Like I say, 2024, what can we expect? The time has come, right? Once again, 2024 is your year to manifest. I am already claiming 2024 as a great year, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. I know great things are coming my way. Life is about to get so good. Things are going to turn around and get better. All blocks lacking limitations will be removed. Everything is going to start to accelerate for you. This is your rise. You know, deep divers, we're in a powerful time right now. I want to thank everyone who's joined us. I just said, let me go live because I haven't gone live in a long time, but like I said, 2024, right now I'm going live a lot more. And let me give all of you a round of applause who've been here. Right? So what we can actually do is a great meditation. You know, I've played some reggae, I've played some hip hop, I've played some all kind of music. We can play some classical music now to really raise the frequency. Smash that like button, share the video. Smash that like button, share the video. And this is the energy. What I'm going to play you is the energy of 2024. Let me repeat that. What I'm going to play you is the energy of 2024. Are you ready for that, deep divers?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready? I said.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready for that? Well, let's go. Right? Let's go. Let's see the energy of 2024 in a musical form. Let's go, deep divers. Wow, deep divers, we just zoned out. We just went to the fifth dimension, baby. We just went to the fifth dimension. Like I told you, that's what 2024 is going to be about. Like I say, we can even use sound frequencies to envision it already here. Deep divers, I just want to say a thank you to everyone who's been here. You're loved, you're appreciated. And like I say, keep raising the frequency. 2024 is a great year. It's already started. It's a fantastic year. And like I said, 2024 is your year to manifest. I am already claiming 2024 as a great year, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. I know great things are coming my way. Life is about to get so good. Things are going to turn around and get better. All blocks, lack, and limitations will be removed. Everything is going to start to accelerate for you. This is your rise, deep divers. Once again, shout out to everyone who's been here. Much love to all of you. Smash that like button, share the video, and peace, love, and harmony. Much love, deep divers. One love. Let's go.
Young legend in the making. Heard they was salty, so I shake them. Yeah, I heard them hating, but a nigga been patient. In my room just pacing. Marathon lifestyle, we been running different races. Taking the risk is the same. My people been catching cases, so I'm stacking up faces. Trying to show them different places, cause they only need to wait out. Ain't had much but stand down. Stand up and we stand out. Looking for a handout, but let me know how that pan out. The boys spinning and pop tarts. Out here trying to keep up with the right side. You can catch us with the baddies in the high card. If they try to pull us over, it is not ours. Ayy, I got a feeling like a pop star. She says she's sick and tired of love, she just won't part. I know they didn't think that we would make it this far. I know they didn't think that we would take it this far. The boys spinning and pop tarts. Out here trying to keep up with the right side. You can catch us with the baddies in the high card. If they try to pull us over, it is not ours. Ayy, I got a feeling like a pop star. She says she's sick and tired of love, she just won't part. I know they didn't think that we would make it this